Hey family, how's it going? I want to get on here very, very quickly and just kind of talk a little bit about what follows, when you have to make the very hard decision to, leave an old congregation. If you were called out by God because, you saw some things or, whatever he showed you and he said, hey, you got to hop up on out of there. um, you know, what to do next. And I know that immediately, and just what is kind of second nature to most people is like, okay, where am I going to worship next? Right. And what I want to give as an advice, and I would just want to let y'all know, I'm still in the middle of this, but what I want to give as advice that I've learned is that you need to be able to take your time with the Holy Spirit. So if you're in my circumstance, where essentially you got to like really scrap some things, like you got to deconstruct and like rebuild, that's the time for you to really be able to unlearn the things that you were used to, that you knew that were like just really religious and just false. And you have to now build it right with Jesus for sure and for real. So I wouldn't say that you shouldn't find a new congregation, or if or whatever. That's something that the Holy Spirit has to decide for each and every one of us individually. And so, but for me, what I realize is that there are things in the foundation of my faith that needed to be changed and reworked, but also just things in my character as well. And so you have to make room for that, and just being able to learn how to hear from the Holy Spirit, communicate with Him, increase that bond and relationship with Jesus, and just get deeper in the Word more than ever. Because in order to like determine if something's from God or not, like it takes just like knowing the Word for real, for real. So that's what I'll say about that. And maybe the reworking that he is going to have you do might, like, God might use a new congregation as the vehicle, but that's what you want to be able to do no matter where he calls you, is just to take that time, and don't rush it. Don't rush it. Go at God's speed, but like don't rush it. And I say that because I know that for me, just FYI, I haven't, like, I don't hold membership with a new congregation, and so and so for some people that might be it. You might be dolo for a minute, or what have you, and so like it's just it. The journey can feel lonely, and so you might want to jump into something quickly. Don't do it. Just don't do it, because I'm just gonna say this, that I have been, there were some people that I was listening to and ministries I was tuning into that God was like, had to rebuke me for doing, because like they weren't right, and I was idolizing them and whatever. And so like just take your time. Don't do it, especially if you are a recovering people pleaser, like myself, who just kind of feels like they need validation, and they need somebody to just tell them what to do, and to co-sign their moves and whatever. Like that's the type of stuff that you need to get like worked out of you, and that's Holy Spirit work. And so yeah, just let him guide you. That's it. That's all. Yeah, this isn't particularly like formal or anything, but I know that this will help at least one person. So if you like this, if you felt like it helped you, definitely like and share it. If you feel like it's going to help somebody else, I would definitely like and welcome any sort of dialogue and questions that y'all have about this. So yeah, let me know. And one more thing to add about this is like the people are the church. So to not get phased if you don't have the traditional four walls. You can still stay connected with other brothers and sisters for sure, because we aren't meant to do this alone. But definitely having the Holy Spirit be our teacher and just getting that one-on-one is super crucial. It's everything. So that's it. Okay, bye.